So this is the first trade that I took. It's 1.5 hours before London Open, and I took this trade because I saw that we closed a 30-minute candle below the previous day point of control, and I based this trade on the fact that we are going to continue the trend lower and test the previous day value area low and maintain the previous bar high of the previous 30-minute candle with this previous day equilibrium retest or backtest. So therefore I entered the trade here with 1 mini and I placed my stop loss above the 30-minute previous bar high for this initiative aggressive trend continuation idea. What I did not figure out in the moment was that we did create a low here, and when we opened the new 30-minute candle, we did not take the previous bar low. So at the moment, this could have been here on the 30-minute, the low of the day, and this 30-minute candle that we're currently in right now could have closed way above the previous bar high. So my trade was initiative and was based on the assumption that we're going to continue the trend lower. So you can see we get the initial reaction here, and we are in a little bit of profit, $200 profit. And because this trade was a really initiative trade, not a responsive trade, because we did not take the previous bar low to confirm the downtrend and to retest the 24 EMA for a responsive entry, I just entered on the backtest of the previous day equilibrium with my stop above the 30-minute previous bar high. So it was a little bit aggressive. So you can see what happened now. We just put in a lower high on the 1 minute and on the 5 minute, and we're maintaining that 30-minute previous bar low. So that means at this point that we are also claiming the 1 hour trail and the liquidity on the left side. So at this point, the trade is starting to maintain previous bar lows and start targeting previous bar highs. So the market structure is changing even on the 30-minute. And you can see here that on the 1 minute, we're starting to claim the 1 hour trail, and the 5 minute also changing market structure. So I lost that trade. So now in this second trade, you can see what price have done. The 30-minute candle totally engulfed 3 or 4 30-minute candles towards the left, and then the other 30-minute candle that opened afterwards was also an impulsive big candle that engulfed the move prior. So now we're closing above the previous day point of control. We did that just here, and we're claiming the view up. So right now we're getting the first 35-1 playbook rule playbook actually trade, and we're backtesting the 24 EMA. We're above the 1 hour trail, we're above the VWAP, and I enter with 2 contracts. In the first trade I lost, you can see here, $300, and in this trade I let's see, I'll forward the speed. You can see here that this was a really good entry, but because I lost in the first trade and I didn't want to lose in this trade, I fumbled the trade and I exited the trade prematurely. So I should have just let my take profit hit. You can see here that I'm starting to place my stop at break even, and that's a mistake because price is going to chop around for the next couple of 1 minute candles. We put in a if you look on the 5 minute here, we're maintaining 5 minute previous bar lows because we did wick below this prior 5 minute prior bar low candle. We backtested the view up on the 5 minute, and now we're continuing to push higher. So now we're just trending inside this 5 minute candle. So we're kind of like in a triangle here, but we put in a low here. So at the moment, if we're protecting this low and we're protecting this high, we're just trading inside the a triangle here. So yeah, the trade here is okay based on the 35 1 minute rule. I should have placed my stop below the VWAP, and that would have been the correct invalidation for the trade and my stop above the local highs. And I would have made a bit more in this trade, but yeah, I fumbled the trade, so that's all I can say about this one. And you can see here that I exited for $200 loss, and then price um, then London happened, London Open happened, and we came close to testing this low again, but we held that low. And since London Open, we pushed straight past previous day value area high. And yeah, I would have gotten my TP hit here at the local highs on the left. So now my next trade is a trade based on the fact that right now we're really close to closing this 30-minute candle. It's the playback square here that's on top of the timer, but we're 20 seconds, I think, away from closing that 30-minute candle right on top of the value area high. So I'm not sure if this is classed as a close below or above the level, because on the 1 minute we close it a couple of ticks above the previous day value area high. So one can interpret that as continuation towards higher, but previous day value area high is always a area. So at this point, I thought I'm going with the trend with the backtest of the 24, and now we came way below the 24, but we're starting to reclaim it. So I entered with 2 contracts, and you can see that it took a while, but we got an initial reaction here. And I was waiting for this, and I'm 300 something dollars in profit at this point, and it even goes, I think, as far as 400 at one point, and I don't close the trade. Why? Because I was targeting the local highs. So I am with 2 contracts here. Now looking back, we did close the 30-minute candle right on top the previous day value area high level. So we did put in a high. So at this point, we opened the new 30-minute candle, and right now we're going lower. So one can interpret this in 2 ways. One, it's the 30-minute candle closed above previous day value area high, and we might see continuation higher. So we need to protect this previous bar low on the 30-minute, or we closed on top of the previous day value area high. So that means we're going to rotate back inside value, and this previous bar high is going to hold, and we're going to see lower continuation lower. So let's see what happens. I left the screen at this point and I went away. When I came back, I saw how this trade unfolded, and you can see here that yeah, I'll speed the trade up, and you can see here that the trade has gone into my direction for a little bit, again $200, and now it's coming back to break even, and now it's gonna go down and stop me out. So yeah, I got stopped out, and let's see how price unfolds. So if I pause here, you can see on the 30-minute candle that I got stopped out, and afterwards price just went higher, but we didn't take the previous bar high on the 30 minutes. So we're forming a reversal pattern or a topping pattern where we're not closing, not taking any previous bar highs, so the trend is signaling an end. So afterwards, even though we closed this 30-minute candle above the previous day value area high, we're still protecting the previous bar high in 1, 2, 3 candles. So the third candle after this close on top of the value area high is the candle that is going to close below the value area high. So yeah, at this point, I think even this entry was initiative because we didn't get confirmation of taking the 30-minute previous bar high. So this candle should have taken the high, and then on the backtest of the 24 EMA, if we have a 5-minute one-time framing here, I can look for a 1-minute localized entry and go with the trend higher because we're going to target the previous day high. But we didn't get that, and we maintained the 30-minute previous bar high, and yeah, we just traded inside of this 30-minute candle, and we eventually reversed here. So this is how I traded during the first part of the day on my Apex account. You can see here that the account is in active mode, but I only have $60 drawdown left. So I think this account is done for today. I lost it. So yeah, I'm going to try to salvage it with one micro contract and see if I can take some winning trades afterwards. But I doubt it's going to be that in the end. So yeah, traded pretty bad, wasn't responsive at all. I was initiative in all of my trades except the second trade, which I won. And in that trade, I entered with the, based on the 35 1 minute playbook, this trade, I think, or was it? No, this trade. So we claimed the view up and I enter here on the 24 EMA. We backtest the view up as well. And we're getting a move here. And I should have targeted these local highs and just leave it as is. And this trade would have been a winner had I placed my stop below the local lows here. And yeah, that was my mistake. And this was the only good trade that I took today. The first one was a really initiative trade based on continuation and based on the fact that, yeah, we didn't see the previous bar low being taken. The second trade was a good trade, and the third trade again was a really initiative trade. And yeah, that's my mistake. I should have waited for more data for this 30-minute candle to close and see where it closes. And once I saw that we're maintaining the previous bar high, I should have been able to get another decision in at that point. But yeah, not my best trading day, but I'm moving forward and we'll see how that goes.